Hi everyone, how are you? Now, hopefully, let me know if my sound ends up being too loud, because after I realized how off it was from the ads last week, I'm like, I see my bar like going up into the yellow, so I feel like it's too loud, but it might not be. So you guys need to let me know how it is. I feel like I'm talking quieter now too because of it. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so today's Friday. Okay, I'll be honest. I have another friend that streams on Friday also. And because of the chaos of Thanksgiving, she went live. And I looked at Steve. I was like, what is today? Like, it was so much chaos. I completely forgot today was even Friday. Thank God I scheduled this thing yesterday. But it is Friday and we're here and everybody hopefully had a wonderful Thanksgiving if that's what you celebrate. Today's question, my music is entirely too loud for myself. Today's question of the day is, make sure that's on repeat, is if you decorate for Christmas, how early do you put up your decorations? So fun fact, I got my dates wrong. I thought we were going to be moving before Christmas, but we're actually going to be moving directly after it. It's all still in Christmas break, but we were moving in the latter half of the break, which means that the kids and I can put up the Christmas decorations. So I believe we'll be tackling the tree tomorrow. Let's see. Heather, hello. Wait, you put up your Christmas decorations at Halloween? You know what? More power to you. Everybody needs a little joy in their life. Don, I hope you feel better to help you feel better today, but it's tonight, so I hope you feel better soon. Let's see. Chelsea say question day soon after Thanksgiving. I have the advent calendar stuff ready, so I need to get them hung up in the hall. You hang yours up? What does your advent calendars look like? Because the kids, theirs usually sits on a table, but they're also like taking. Oh wait, you might be thinking one of those. Is it one of those hanging ones where it's like little felt things and there's something in the pockets, or is it like one of the heavier ones? One says, I'm going to put up decorations tomorrow. Very nice. Tammy says, right after Thanksgiving. Derek, happy birthday. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Cha-cha-cha. Let's see. Hi, Ev. How are you? Let's see. Make sure Aspie. Hello. All right. Well, it is Friday. We are coming up on the end of November. As you can see, I've got my festive little lights here. If you saw, I had the snow and the Santa. I figured it's after Thanksgiving. Because I made you. In a good way, though, right? In a good way. Pockets. We like it. If somebody put up an advent calendar for me with snacks in it, I'd be all down for it. But mostly I just do advent calendars for the kids. What? I mean, I suppose I've done the Arteza advent calendars. I opted not to do any of them this year just because I've been dealing with way too much stuff and I haven't had time for extras, but they're fun still. Hi, Kara. Not before Thanksgiving. Usually once kiddo goes back to school and I have the house to myself again. Hubby is off next week, so it'll probably be the next one before we get them up. That's fair. That's fair. So we worked on this page last time, but the other announcement I have is because we are coming to the end of the month, most of you who've been here a while know that members on the YouTube channel get a free coloring download, as well as I have the monthly sticker cup. So I'm wrapping up those designs, but this is what I did finish. I'll put my thumbs there so it's not fully. But this is going to be next month's free coloring down. Free, I can't talk today. Exclamation point words in chat. Free coloring download for next month. Like I said, I finished up today. The kiddos have already claimed copies of them, but I don't know. I'm really liking this one. We may end up coloring this one on stream. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think, right, Ev? It's so cute. I don't think I'm going to do this one in grayscale. I don't feel like it needs it for it to come out with a really good color palette. So yeah, anyway, this is going to be next month. So if you are a member, be sure to snag that download. Let's see. I also have a new case. It arrived. The BT Sky pencil cases finally had some new patterns. Thanks, Chelsea. Yeah, I'm thinking it just doesn't need it because then you can do like Christmas light glow if you want, or I don't know. I feel like the sky's the limit with designs on it, but it's cute. First time in chat. Oh, for me, a question, please. Do you spray all your finished pages or pictures with the fixative or only the ones with pastels? I'll be honest. I don't think in the entirety of the time I've been coloring, I have sprayed my pages with fixative. Part of that is I used to hang them all up on the wall, and some of them I laminated, so I didn't need to spray it like that before. They either stay in the book or I take them out, and I have a folder with finished pages that have plastic slip covers, but that's not even for the square ones because I don't have plastic covers that can fit the square ones. I kind of use my Instagram as my gallery for hanging them up because, of course, you know, the kids and Steve, they've all seen them already, so it's nothing new for them. So they're just not handled a lot after they're done. I mean, I suppose if I was going to put them up, but I'm not really concerned about fading. Shannon, I was going to ask, but I think it was during dinner or whatever that I saw that. Was that your yard that you sent me? But yeah, I've never really sprayed them with fixative. If it's going to be an area where they're handled a lot or they've got, you know, a lot of, I don't know if it's right in front of the air conditioner for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe your vent's like right next to the wall. I honestly wouldn't worry about it. I mean, it's pretty chill. Like I said, I take pictures of mine afterwards. Nice, Shannon. Yours reminds me of, there's this house we drive by in town, and every year for every holiday, they have an entire, their house actually, without decorations, like it's not something they keep up very well. It looks a little downtrodden, but you better believe that when those holidays come around, whether it's Easter, Halloween, Christmas, even Thanksgiving, they have got a yard full of inflatables. It's hilarious. The kids love driving by their house. So last time we worked on our friendly little tortoise here, I left this one little shell free. We snagged an image off Google to use as our reference. So that is what we were doing. Obviously mine came out a little bit more yellow, but it doesn't have to be exact. It's just kind of giving us an idea. So that's kind of what we did for the shell. So I left one single square here for me to do with my evening crew here, because I know not everybody was able to make it. 110 just Christmas ones or across all of the holidays? Because if there's 110 Christmas ones, you better believe I want to see all 110, because that would be freaking amazing. Just be like this forest of them. It reminds me, did you ever read the Calvin and Hobbes comic books? When it gets snowing outside, he always builds like those snowman armies, and you walk past them and it's all just like way out of the way than snowman. If I wish it snowed here. Dang it, Texas, in your warm weather. Yeah, so we're all 110 out? I mean, I guess there were a lot of them. I didn't count them. That's amazing, though. But yeah, so we're going to wrap up our little turtle friend. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and watch it and look at all of them. That's amazing. Hi, Pam. Let's see. Angela, did I say hi to you? Hi, Angela. All right, well, let's dive in and finish up our little tortoise, and then we can do a new one. Does that sound good? I suppose. Trust me, I counted. I'll have to show the kids it then when we get them all. We can let them all count them. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take that one down because we don't really need it anymore. We'll move this to the side. If you're just coming in, before I zoom in here, next month's free download. Christmas presents and Christmas lights. So that'll be available for members on December 1st, unless I get wrapped up in something and space it. Then it'll be December 2nd, because I've definitely never done that. How is the sound, everyone? Is it too loud or is it good to go? I don't know. Does it seem louder than it has before? I tried to fix it. But also part of me doesn't want to put that much work into fixing it, since like in a month, I'm going to have to change all of it. So to fiddle with all the settings, only to have to change all the settings again in a month. I don't know. I sound fine? Okay, good. My whole goal was, as long as I don't like sound like I'm peaking where the audio is just like really loud or crackly or anything, I think we're good to go. I do know that it was quieter, especially after I turned on. No need for having it perfect. Yeah, when I turned on the ads briefly to test it out last time, about scared everyone out of their seats and blew out their eardrums. I was like, oh, okay, that's lesson learned. So I will rework all the audio when we get to wherever we're going. So, all right, well, let's finish up this last little piece of his shell. We're gonna do his legs, his tail, and his flowers, and then we're gonna do something else. I mean, what? This would be maybe an hour or so? I'll make that a little bit brighter. There we go. There we go. He's pretty cute. Let's see, make sure that's not too loud. Thanks, Pam. So for those of you that celebrate, I'm using chocolate right now. For those of you that celebrated Thanksgiving, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a favorite dish? And the metal cutout Bigfoot, right? Hi, Endo, how are you? Oh my gosh, yes, please. Did he put it like I was just kind of like watching it briefly. I was distracted by the kids. But is there a Santa hat on the Bigfoot? I'll have to find it. That's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I remember when you got that one. Didn't you guys like initially give it to him or put it out when it was like pouring down rain or something? But yeah, we had leftovers for dinner tonight, and we should have some. That's amazing, Shannon. I love that. Yeah, I'll go back and look at it with the kids. I'm like, all right, guys, it's a game for you. Count how many. She sent me a video. Okay, let's see. Chocolate, and then let's use Venetian red. And I'm putting pencils back in the container as I go along. Like, who even am I? Talk about personal growth. Ate too much food? I know it. I'm right there with you. Interesting thing is, it's like, normally if we have like rolls or biscuits or something, you know, it's not like a ginormous meal. So sometimes I'll eat like 2 rolls. I was a 1 roll kind of gal yesterday. And yeah, it was a ton. I ended up doing, I make really awesome gluten-free onion rings. So we get a gluten-free cream of mushroom, and I make the onion rings, and then I'll make a green bean casserole with it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Shannon, they'd love that. They turned out awesome. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think it was literally the best onion rings I ever made. I'm using yellow ochre. Normally, I'm a little conservative on the seasonings because I'm like, you can't take seasonings out of the flour, right? I'm trying, Ev. I'm really trying. You can't take the seasonings out of the flour once you've added it. So I've always been, like I said, a little conservative, a little nervous about, you know, putting too much in. But I honestly just tried not to overthink it yesterday, and I loaded it up, and oh my gosh. Also, I'm realizing that in previous times that I made it, I didn't have the oil nearly hot enough. I thought it was because of the gluten-free flour that it just wasn't getting as brown as the normal onion ring and flour and everything would be, but I turned up the heat and it was just like perfection. Let's see. Oh, hi, Allison. How are you? Jennifer, hello. Okay, let's see. We're really not going to need to do much for this. Let's get our Mars black. Hi, Melody. Hello. We're using them again. That's the other thing. Hi, B. Is I am going to need to choose, because when we do the move and everything, obviously I can't leave all my pencils out. Like, I'm gonna need to figure out. I'm gonna have to stick to like one brand. Sorry, I want to add a little bit more of this burnt sienna to it. I'm gonna need to stick to one brand during the move so that, you know, I don't have a bajillion pencils out. I'm thinking it might be these ones. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, we're going to start packing up after this week, but we won't be moving until directly after Christmas. But that being said, I can't like have everything out. So I might need to have the stickers take a hiatus on the Etsy shop for like a week. The sticker club's not going to be a problem because I can plan ahead for that. But it's just a matter of like, okay, how much can I pack and how much do I need to leave out before we go? It's complicated. All right, let's see. Van Dyke Brown. There it is. Van Dyke Brown. Hi, Jay. So yeah, I'll need to pick and choose who can go and who will stay. Oh my gosh. Who has been reading the Fourth Wing series? And if you have been, did you finish Iron Flame? Because I may or may not have stayed up entirely too late last night listening to the rest of it. There's all kinds of reactions that are going down online. I told Shannon, like, I didn't know. I can't even get through Fourth Wing. Yeah, I tried not to have any spoilers. Like, I was really careful about what I read online. But I don't know how to phrase my reaction to the end of Iron Flame without giving away any spoilers. Does it actually get good? I will admit, and it's partially probably because I was, you know, since I'm listening to it, I can get a little distracted. There are times where I kind of got lost. Like, I wasn't sure that some parts were necessary. I wasn't exactly sure Like at one point there was a venue change of a number of the main characters. We're going to use Mars Black. And I found myself like, because I had to turn the book off, go do something, and I couldn't come back to it until like 8-10 hours later or whatever. And when I came back, I found myself almost a little bit lost, but that might have been my fault of just not paying close enough attention. Shannon, you just started at Iron Flame. Okay. A cliffhanger? A little bit of one. Let's see, how can I phrase this? Because I really don't want to ruin it. Had something not gone on with a specific character, I feel like it wouldn't have been a problem for her to wrap up the series at just 2 books. Like I said, had this one thing not occurred with a certain character, I would have been fine being done reading the books. I think that's not too spoilery. So there's a little bit of a cliffhanger, but the thing of it is apparently she rushed out. Kind of, but it's more like this cliffhanger didn't resolve the previous book's cliffhanger. I think there's supposed to be 5 books in total with it. So it's more like a new cliffhanger, but the cliffhangers from the last book were answered. So yeah, I mean, unless she's planning on ending the series, then I think it wouldn't be smart of her to make it so there's not a cliffhanger. I mean, if there's going to be subsequent books, then most likely she's going to leave a cliffhanger because she wants everybody to come back. Yeah, she did. But I will say I didn't feel like the storyline was rushed. She did rush it, but I don't know that it was necessarily... Not that the first book was bad. I did enjoy it, but I don't think it was any worse for the short time. What's the November book club book? Okay, we're gonna do Warm Gray now. So, I mean, the writing wasn't bad, and we meet a lot of new characters. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoiler it. Divine Rivals. What's that one? Because I've been, next month is coming up, so I got another credit. Where are my sticky notes? I've got another credit to use for next month, and I'm kind of stuck on what to get with it. I know I wrote, oh my gosh. Okay, you guys never buy these kinds of sticky notes. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought they were cute. And I'm like, oh, little zigzag. No, it's impossible to grab the right one. And when you grab the whole stack, it all comes out. I'm okay. Okay, let's see. Where is my pen now? I'm clearly very put together. Oh my gosh. Okay, Divine Rivals. I feel like I've heard of that one. Divine Rivals. See, and I inevitably end up writing on them upside down. Oh no, I got that one. Yeah, zigzag sticky notes are the worst. Historical fiction fantasy. Ooh, okay. Because I haven't read that one. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I like not having the distraction of TV, especially when I'm doing art and things, because I can just kind of tune out everything and kind of get in the zone. Get in the zone, auto zone. Okay, I'm done now. It's a duology. Okay. The Brock Book Nook Club is All the Light We Can't. Oh, that name seems so familiar. All the Light We Cannot See. I'm gonna look that up. What, have I read that one? All the Light Me. I feel like I know that one. I'm gonna have to look it up when we're done. Oh, is it a movie? Oh, wait, no. That's not the one. Oh, gosh, I know that name. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, okay. It's, Alex, remind me of the premise. Okay, I'm using foliage. Remind me of the premise, because that's not the one about the girl who lives in France during the German occupation, is it? Or maybe it is. Okay, yeah. It's the girl that lives in World War II during the French occupation. She's living in France. Yeah. Okay, I really liked that. And what's cool is that the girls who played her, or the two girls that played that character, they are actually blind and disabled, which is just really cool that they did that. Mars Black. That's right. Okay. Well, because it's just a one-off, right? Or is there going to be a season 2? I mean, if is it based on a real story? See, I am just blanking. I'm clearly doing well. Okay, let's see. Van Dyke Brown. What we might do after this one is I have a page that I need to finish in the front. Not the moth one, but the little small victories up front. Because this one is not going to take us long to finish. She's so cute. He, she, they, I don't know. I think it's a one-off. I feel like it would be. I feel like if it didn't follow, like if it was based off a true story, I would like to know what happened to the couple. Like after he served his time, were they able to be together again? I don't know. Okay. So let's do these. Oh no, Ev, you were right. I got like 5 pencils sitting here next to me. Oh no. Tower's book to the second book. Oh, okay. But I mean, that's the joy of a book club, right? It gets you into a new series. I'm putting them away, Ev. I'm putting them away. I'm so sorry. Okay, wait. Where's white? Oh, white goes in the front. Hang on. I'm doing it now. Let's no, but it wasn't so far gone that I couldn't fix it. See, I'm putting them away. I'm being good, I swear. I was gonna say, Angela, it sounds really familiar. Okay, let's do Mallard Green and Vivid Green. There we go. See, it's all fixed, and I'm using these two. I have 2 out, but I'm using them. All right, so Vivid Green. Let's just fill in the whole thing right here. But yeah, yesterday's ended up really good. We're doing really good. Sorry, I can't talk. Good food, good time with the kiddos. Just nice and kind of low key. The wonderful thing, one of the many wonderful things about Steve is when we do have these ones where I'm making lots of food, what he does is that while I'm making the food, he'll go behind me and help me put things away. He'll clean up dishes so that I'm ready for the next thing I need to make. I mean, because I'm literally cooking all day long, but I don't have to do the dishes as I'm going. He cleans up, as I'm done with dishes or whatever. He'll be like, okay, do you need this anymore? I'd be like, no, I'm all done. And he'll keep up with all the dishes. Right? He is, very much. I didn't vote, right? Oh, I had to do that so many times where I'm like, I don't want to rush the end of the story. Like, I'm not trying to hurry it. So if I didn't retain what the last chapter was, I'm just going to re-listen to it. Wonderful thing. Oh, the wonderful thing about stickers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of copyright. Never mind. They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, wouncy. Fun. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is that if I talk in a monotone, it won't be copyright. Right, yeah, my credit's gonna come up here at the beginning of December. So, all right, so Mallard Green. I will say, like, I've gotten, subscriptions to different streaming services, and I on occasion get the, couple weeks subscription, from Amazon Music or something. But I will say, Audible is what I keep coming back to. I really enjoy listening to the books. Oh, Kindle Unlimited. Okay, see, but that's my thing is I have 2 Brandon Sanderson books that I want to read. It's like I like the idea of having the physical book, but I can't ever bring myself to just sit down and read. My mind is going too much on everything else that I should probably be doing. Do you listen to the books? Yes, absolutely. When I'm also like, if I'm video editing, if I'm coloring, if I'm working on something else, if I'm doing house cleaning, I'll just put in my headphones. And I will say, like, I've tried earbuds and they would be nice because then I won't get the cord, because I usually wear something, corded. I don't know if you can get in the camera. Anyway, something corded. So sometimes that gets in the way. But yeah, instead of like having TV on. I just don't like silence, especially when everybody's like at work or at school and I'm here at the house by myself. I want noise. I want distraction. Right, Angela? I know it's one of those things where it's like, okay, can I justify this as a monthly expense? Especially when we have, a big move coming up and everything. But you know what? It does wonders for my own mental health, just being able to not be left alone with my thoughts for too long. No, I'm kidding. But it's really nice. Yeah, exactly. I don't like the silence. Oh, nice. I have a huge playlist of podcasts on Amazon Music, and I set up YouTube playlists of long videos for coloring. Ooh, I like that. Another sip of water here. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I grew up in a big family, so I'm used to the noise. All right, we're going to use Derwent Red. See, that's the difference, is that Steve is an only child, and so having silence is not a bother for him. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing the red on random leaves just to give it a little bit of change. I mean, no one leaf looks exactly the same. Yeah, exactly. White noise helps me focus and work. Yeah. And the funny thing is, though, is like I've tried listening to Audible when I go to sleep, but I'm too into the story and it actually keeps me from sleeping. So I have to set like the 30-minute alarm for it to shut off. And so then if I like realize that I've dozed and I can't retain what I listened to before bed, then I just replay it the next day. Hi, Steve. Listen to audiobooks, lurk and work. Yes, exactly. Hi, Sherry. Okay, so we have these flowers. I'm feeling something. Let's see. We don't have a ton of pink. We could do deep rose, heather, and salmon. I think that would be pretty. So deep rose, heather, and salmon. Hi, Tammy. Into Audible and videos that I've already seen and sleep for work, so it doesn't distract me. It's how I've heard Outlander and hair. Right, Marilyn. But the woman who voices Outlander does such a good job. Oh, I should listen to that again while I wait for my next Audible credit. That's kind of what it is for me too, is I will re-listen to books because it's like a show. Like, you know how before we had streaming and everything, if there was a series that you liked enough, you got it on DVD and you just rewatched every now and then. I had, I don't even know what happened to the discs. I think they got ruined eventually, but I had Charmed, the original Charmed, and Buffy on DVD. And I would it's almost like a comfort listen. You know what I mean? Yeah. The woman who does the voice for, I'm using Deep Rose now, for Outlander does a really good job. I do still skip over some chapters. Like in the first season, there were some episodes that I do not want to watch. And so I skip over those chapters. But that's the nice thing, is you can just skip and listen to the chapters that you want. I don't know, really anything involved with like fantasy or time travel or anything else. Those, I really enjoy that. I will say I have a physical copy. It's just a paperback of Game of Thrones. I couldn't get past the first chapter. Right, Allison? Oh my gosh, Angel. Okay, Allison, for someone who enjoys Buffy and Angel, how disappointed were you with the season or with the series finale of Angel? I feel like Angel was one of those few spin-offs that I actually really liked. I was just disappointed with the way they ended it. At least with Buffy, they really just wrapped it up really well. And of course, if you want to continue the story, there's, the comic books and everything. But let's see. Kitty cuddle time. Love it. Let's see. Sherry, did I say hi to you? I don't know if I did. Watching Lucifer again, I switched over to Big Bang Theory for something different. That's fair. That's fair. Said that for Christmas, she got me a 500... Like I asked her for the Audible version. I don't have the time to actually read and work. Yes, right, exactly. Read, work, parent, and craft. Yeah, there's just no time. Well, and the other thing is too, is reading a physical book tends to make me sleepy. So like when I'm sitting in the car pickup line for the kids, I can't read a book because usually I'm sitting in the car, the sun's shining, it's Texas, so there's a lot of it. And so looking at the book, especially with the light as bright as it is, it just makes my eyes so tired. Whole last season disappointed me. First Cordelia and then that ending, very disappointing. Right? I know it. Let's see. I didn't enjoy the first Game of Thrones book the first time I tried to read it, but then I had to analyze parts of it for a class, and I gave it another chance and got it. Really? Because I have, I got the 2 books thinking, because I've watched the show, and I'm like, oh, okay, this would probably be an easy read since I kind of know what to expect. So I have books 1 and 2 for paperback. I just haven't been able to sit down. The other one I have on Kindle is Tress of the Emerald Sea, which is one by Brandon Sanderson. And I liked how it started. I just get so tired when I suppose I should probably read before I go to bed, because then it'll put me to sleep. It's a health book, so the book is not going to hold my interest at 500 pages. It said she didn't get me the workbook as if she was doing it for me. Yeah, I have a hard time reading nonfiction books. I mostly like to read like fantasy and, well, mostly fantasy. I don't know. I even struggle with like modern day, like Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I was hesitant with that one because although it's technically on another planet, the whole kind of idea behind it was a bit more modern. They have emails and cell phones and all of that. But I gave it a chance and it grew on me. Really? Really? How long have you been reading them? Oh, okay. I did do a memoir recently. I did the Patrick Stewart memoir, which I found really easy or really interesting. I got it because I love him as an actor, Star Trek and everywhere else. But there was a lot of things about his personal life that I'm using Heather now that I was not aware of. It's a little bit eye-opening. I don't know that I necessarily feel the same way about, he's still a good actor, I'll give him that, but and if I saw him on the street and he was offering an autograph, I'd say heck yeah. But yeah, it was a little eye-opening. Prince Harry's autobiography, I haven't read that. Yes, same, Chelsea. He reads. I think that if they had gotten anyone else to narrate it, it wouldn't have worked. He talks a lot about his parents, and he quotes things that his parents said, or there's a part where he's talking about a time when his dad was singing or whatever else, and that you're getting almost as close to what it sounded like because it's someone who was actually there repeating it. So yes, I think it was really good. Shirley Jones. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? Remind me who she is. Shirley Jones. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, so now we're gonna do salmon. Sorry, I just had a notice on my computer that popped up. Oh, the Mom and the Partridge Family. Okay, see, I never really watched the Partridge Family. I did not have cable growing up. The only kind of TV that I had was whatever we could get on the antenna, which usually consisted of Recess on Saturday mornings and Mr. Rogers. But even then, TV was a bit of a lockdown for my family. Well, no, me and Steve, I think, watched the Partridge Family. I know whenever we went to go visit my aunt and uncle's house, first of all, I thought they were just the coolest because they had like a 3-story house. They had cable and it was the coolest thing. They had a rec room and we did not have rec rooms. But that's usually when I got to watch TV. It was not on cable. It was only at 3 stations plus PBS. Oh, okay. So yeah, because we did have PBS. Oklahoma and Elmer. Oh, I don't think I've seen those ones. Okay, I need a contrasting color for these little flowers. Let's grab Nightshade, just something I guess it's not contrasting so much, but it's upping the contrast in the sense that it's a very dark color. I was thinking about it, Shannon, though, and knowing what I know about you for how you like your books. I know you liked Throne of Glass. I don't think there was any part of me when I was listening to that story that was like, oh yeah, Shannon would absolutely love this. So I think that if you didn't finish the series, I don't think it'd be detrimental to your book knowledge. I think you could probably... It's kind of like, it reminds me of the Wheel of Time series. Like, I listened to quite a few of them, and that's why I so much had issues with the show, because there was a lot that they left out. But I stopped when I felt like the story was wrapped up well. Like, you know, when you end a story, and of course it has a cliffhanger of some sort, and the conflict that they're experiencing, they've already, you know, taken care of the main conflict, and now there's a new one, and you're like, I could just pretend this last chapter didn't happen and say that I'm happy with the ending, which is why I almost didn't read A Court of Silver Flames, because originally the A Court of Thorns and Roses was only supposed to be a 3-book series, and because of that, she wraps up the 3rd book really well. No, I don't think she would. Yeah, I don't think Shannon would enjoy ACOTAR. And so I just stopped reading after that one. And then, of course, after talking with Angela and others, like, oh, we should read this one. So I will say that it explained some character development. Book 5 did. Book 4 was basically just a novella, kind of a Hallmark special. But yeah, I think that if you were reading ACOTAR, you could be happily finished after book 3. For ACOTAR or for Throne of Glass? For ACOTAR, I don't recall that there's much language in our sense, because being that it's written in another world that has different kinds of gods, so to speak, their swearing would not be considered swearing for us. For ACOTAR, yeah, for ACOTAR, it would be the spice, for sure. If you were to take Throne of Glass and ACOTAR together, Throne of Glass has a lot less spice than ACOTAR does. ACOTAR has more. There's still a lot of good character development. I'm using Dusky Pink. Character development and character redemption. If you take it as that, and then you skip those other parts, then you would probably enjoy it more. But oh, Cassidy, there you go. Yeah, there is more spice in ACOTAR than there was in Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass had a lot more kind of like fade to black scenes, if that makes sense. And the second Iron Flame, Shannon, I would say, if I remember correctly, it's got at least, I'm trying to remember what the first book had. It has at least double the spice than the first book. So if you're already uncomfortable with the first one, I would probably just skip the second one altogether. And I have no idea what she's going to do for the next book. I'm definitely not on like the edge of the seat, like biting my nails, waiting for her to publish it. It's definitely one that if it got published and I didn't notice, it's not something I would think about going like, I wonder if that's out yet. For instance, tomorrow is the Doctor Who episode, and you better believe that I have been anticipating that like crazy, and I cannot wait. It is going to be amazing. So I definitely don't feel the way I feel about Doctor Who, about how I feel about the 3rd book. You're bored today? Well, there's definitely more. There's definitely more battle scenes in the second book. Yeah, there's only 1 or 2. There's only 1 or 2 of those. What chapter are you on, Shannon? I'm realizing I probably should have done these a little bit different. They had similar petals, so that's why I colored them the same color. But I think I want to switch this up to make a difference of it. So I'm actually going to, before I go back to that mallard green, I am going to grab banana. And I am going to make these a little bit more yellow so that they're a little bit different than the other one. Chapter 7. Yeah, a little bit. You stopped on 7. Oh no. I think, I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the book. Do I think that Book Talk seriously overhyped it? Yes. Like that video you sent me the other day that had like the reaction of that girl. I was surprised by my reaction. There's something that happens at the end of Iron Flame with a character who I would not call a main character, and one that didn't really make me root for them, that something went on. And I was actually a little bit surprised. Like, I teared up a little bit during that particular chapter. So it's definitely moving in some parts. But yeah, I don't know. No, that's absolutely what happened. And I think that tends to happen on Book Talk. It's like the snow and you know, Instagram. I think it's like the snowball effect. I'm using Cherry Red. Is that everybody builds up. They see everybody else building the hype. It's like mob mentality, really. Ooh, nice, Deborah. Well, the kiddos, our living room's pretty much ready for it. It's mostly just like the kiddo stuff that gets spread out down there. We're like, all right, kids, this is your stuff, so you need to clean it up. Hi, Bird Lady. Oh, no. I could see how it'd be a little bit slow. There were definitely some moments in Iron Flame where their situation had changed a little bit, and I felt like some of the things that happened not necessarily were unnecessary in her writing, but whatever organization was involved, I was like, I was having a hard time understanding why they were still doing some stuff, and I'm like, this clearly didn't work. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's not bad. Am I sitting on the edge of my seat anxiously awaiting for book 3? No. If it happens to come out and I happen to remember that I mildly enjoyed it, then yeah, I'll probably read it more for curiosity's sake than anything else. But I am not lamenting the time it will take for her to put out the next book. I guess that would be my consensus. Did it give me some feels on occasion? Absolutely. Do I regret reading it? No. Like I said, am I biting my nails waiting for the release of the next one? Not really. But yeah, that's my that's my overall sentiment. All right, we're gonna go back to Mallard Green here. So I changed up these two. Oh my gosh, why didn't anyone tell me I'm hanging off the page? I'm not even centered. What is wrong with me? I'm talking about books, and I'm just like, I'm gonna color up here. Thanks, Union. Unless I missed it up above, and then I'm gonna feel bad if I totally missed it. It's all good. We were distracted. A rare chance to color on the background. Oh, here and listening, awesome. Yeah, this one is a nice kind of slow, easy color along. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget to read out the names. Hi, Della. Thank you. Oh, did you really? Okay. Well, never mind then. I totally did it. Did I read it and like took it as something else because we were talking about books? Oh, no, you did say move the book down a bit. I didn't. Thanks, Steve. Good night, Dawn. See, I read it and I just didn't register it until I looked over and I was like, huh, I'm completely off the page. That's cool. Oh, Steve, good job, sir. This is the quality content you guys come here for. All right, that was grass green 70%. Let's do a little bit of purple, just a little bit. Oh, I missed that one. Hang on. All right, we need mallard green again. But yeah, I definitely re-listen to the books I have on Audible. I find it no different than just re-watching a series that I enjoyed. Hey, grass green 70%. Yeah, so next coming up, we got Christmas. Did anybody get any good Black Friday deals? I didn't really do too much Black Friday shopping. All right, we're gonna do purple. I don't know, like I tried to look at Target and the deals weren't that fabulous. I will say though, it looked like Third Love. I need to double check that. Third Love which I think I've only mentioned once before, but they sell over the boulder shoulder holders. They're having a really good sale, and I might need to take a look at that. Like, because usually their stuff is really expensive, but they have certain products that are marked down pretty significantly. So I am always down for a quality over the shoulder boulder holder. Oh, fun, Chelsea. And a peppermint. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's do the green part on this one. Like I said, I think we'll get done with this tonight. All right. Racing green. Do I want to use gel pen on the stem? I think I will because I used it over here. But actually, if I remember correctly, I didn't actually use gel pen on it. I used a ballpoint pen, a green one. Did I put it away? I don't know where I put it. I used it the other day. I might need to do that off stream once I find that pen. Is this one here? That's pretty dark. Oh, there it is. Use this one. I bought Trey's wife house shoes. Thanks to the extent of my shopping. Hey, you know what? More power to you. Are you kidding me? I've had so much like going on. If we're not sick, we've got some sort of major thing going on or whatever else. Like I was just like, I don't have the brain space to spare. But knowing that we're not actually moving until after Christmas now, like we're not leaving this house, we'll still be packing like crazy. I think I'm gonna, you know, for the kids' last Christmas in this house, I want to make sure that it's special. All right, vivid green. Spinning puzzle holder. Oh, that's cool. That's right. Oh, I think I remember you mentioning that. I do love a good spinning puzzle. Is it like, it's like a giant lazy Susan, right? Ooh, does Blick have any good deals, Ev? I have not purchased from them in a while. Oh, I did get part of my chessboard poured. I need to add some black paint over the back of some of the tiles because it didn't come out quite as dark as I wanted to before I add the top layer of resin. But I've popped most of them out of their molds. I just need to give it time to cure now. All right, let's do yellow on this one, and let's do banana. Oh, fun! I know, right, Angela? I mean, oh, Della, yes. So Steve got a new job and we are going to be moving right after Christmas. We'll still be in Texas. We don't have a house location yet because we just haven't found something that we liked. Everything else, like, it was either too small or had 3 bedrooms or was suspiciously low in price. And I'm like, someone probably died in that house. That's why that's that price. Like, I'd rather not, you know, I'm hoping to look for something that, you know, preferably has new construction. That would be nice. So yeah, we have a realtor that we're gonna chat with next week. So it's not a matter of like finding one we can afford. It's finding one that I'm happy with. And I'm using Mars Violet on top of that because we can on some degree choose which school the kids go to based on the house that we choose. So that's the other thing we're looking at is, you know, how good are the schools around there and all that kind of stuff. Yes, and pictures, absolutely. Are you planning to buy? No, not yet, only because we don't know the particular area we're going to very well, and we don't want to be locked into something. If, you know, say we move there and we're like, okay, well, as much as we thought the school was good, it's not that good. Or like, oh, it turns out the neighborhood is not the best, or it's got a crappy HOA or something. So I think that we will be looking into buying maybe in a few years once we've settled. Because that's the thing, when we moved here, we didn't really know anybody. But over time, I found other moms and everything. And it was because of those other moms that I was able to find good preschools for the kids. Like we had a good community here. But where we're going, we don't know anybody except his future coworkers. So there's a lot about the area I still want to figure out rather than locking us down to one place. But yes, buying is something we definitely want to do, but we're not in a rush. Mostly our first goal is to just get down there, get settled, and make the transition as easy as possible for the kids. Because it's not easy moving mid-school year. So there will definitely be a bit of an adjustment period for sure. Let's see. Where did I put... I had my blue Sleechy here. Maybe I put it... That gold one. Or maybe that gold one too. Sorry, grabbing gel pens. But yeah, so not far, and it shouldn't affect streams, but me remembering, because like I said, Steve corrected me on when we're actually moving. So that means that I won't need to take a week off stream until after Christmas. So I think before, yeah, it's really not, which is why they're going to be my priority to make sure that they are feeling, you know, secure and comfortable and everything like that. These little speckles, I feel like I should do pink on them. So yeah, our first goal is find a place we're happy with, get to know the area, get to know the neighborhood, get to know the people. Because that's the other thing that we like about where we're living now, is that it's given us a chance to build up a community of sorts. And we just, obviously, it's a new place and we haven't had a chance to do that yet. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use this pink. This is the Sleechy Metallic Gel Pen. Maybe. Yes, okay, we're good now. Comes to books, I'm on the Coffee Table Mystery Club. Grew up with, yes, I love Nancy Drew, Ms. Marple, never really strayed. That's fair. Yes, definitely. Which is why I know you guys are super understanding. So I'm like, all right, well, we're going to take, it's more so I just want to have a date for you all of when I'm going to be, you know, MIA for just a bit and for how long. Because also, can you imagine the messages if I just disappeared and stopped streaming? I would be getting so many messages like, are you okay? Have you died? And I'm like, no, I haven't died. So yes, it's more along the lines of, no, you're good, bird lady. It's more along the lines of nothing has happened. We are just momentarily shifting location. And that's the other thing is I want to look at what internet is available because I don't want to be stuck with duty internet. Okay, we're gonna use Sapphire. We are almost done with this little fella. Am I still in frame? Yes. After the flowers will be the butterfly. Right, Deborah? Oh my gosh. I know we're gonna hire movers to do like all of the heavy lifting and everything, but my gosh, we got a quote for like if we'd hired somebody, use their truck, had them load up the truck, move to where we're going, because there's travel involved. Oh boy, we've never hired movers for out of town traveling, and let me just tell you, and I know that it's not overpriced because the movers we were using are movers that we have used to move within town. All right, I'm gonna use turquoise green now. But yeah, they gave us the quote for this particular adventure, and we're like, huh. All right, we might need to rethink the plan a little bit here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna hire movers, like we're gonna rent a truck, like a U-Haul, and then hire movers to just move things into the truck. Then we move to said location and hire new movers from that location to unload all the heavy things from the truck. So, you know, we do all the traveling, but oh boy, yeah, that was, I was like, uh-huh. Okay, then. It's time to make a little change of plans. Okay, we're going to use purple now. Adulting life. Yay. But no, it'll be good once we get all settled. But it'll also be nice that we don't need to worry about going and trying to get everything all laid out for Christmas. We can just have Christmas here and then go on. That was Sapphire right there. And then, let's see, let's do Mallard. Wait, to hear you. Hear who? Deborah? I'm lost. All right, let's see. So I got these other gel pens. Oh, Della. Gotcha. Why did I get these? Oh no, I got that for the gold and this one for this. Okay, and then I'm gonna use, this is just an Arteza roller ball pen. It's not a gel pen, it's just an ink pen. But I didn't want anything that was super bright. Shh, facts, bird lady. I love a good nap and coffee. Okay, I'm not looking up for a second because if I do, I'm gonna go all wobbly. There we go. And I wanted a really fine line too. Thanks, Alex. Oh, no, wait, to her. I'm so confused. There were a few that mentioned some things, but yeah, I didn't do a ton of shopping. I saw a skit. There's a girl that I follow. Her name's Ashley Ottenson. Ottenson? Oh, anyway, she does little skits, and it was like kind of a spoof on talking to the stores and being like, so, you know, what deals do you have for me? And they're like, oh, we have deals on TVs and toys. She's like, nah, I don't want any of that. But do you have, thanks, Alex. Do you have any deals on food for groceries? Suggestion, have Santa put a hold on 50% of the kiddos' presents and have him make that special rundown. Oh, I like that. I like that. I packed for my last move and had limits on weight of boxes. The movers remind me the next time to hire them to pack. I've heard started some horror stories though about having movers pack your stuff, especially since I have like computer stuff and I don't know. We had some friends that moved. Now maybe it was just because they moved to the UK. They were going from the US to the UK, and gosh, the movers were just so rough with their things. I don't know. I mean, it's not like we're not going to move. We'll figure it out. If we just have to bribe our friends with pizza to help us come move the armoire, then, you know, then we'll do that. All right, so I'm probably pressing a little bit harder, but that's just because I don't want my line to move. There you go. But it's nice because it's turning the line green and it's not like super wide or anything. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think we're starting to move to the stage where presents are going to start to get a little bit more expensive. Ooh, I should make sure that this pen is not bleeding through. Hang on. I think it is. Nah, we're good. Oh, speaking of which, I had a bunch of people ask about this background, so at some point I'm going to do a video on that background. Okay, we just have the little butterfly to do, and this page will be done. Look at that. Just barely 9 o'clock, see? It would have cost the same because the size of the truck could have been smaller and the time to unload would have been less. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm so proud. I bought nothing for myself. Shouldn't we buy things for ourselves, though? I'm just saying. Okay, let's do Deep Rose. He's got in trouble with the hubs. He got dizzy on the exercise bike, sat down in the garage and fell asleep. How was I supposed to know any of this beyond me as I sit and listen to the stream? Hey, tell him to set an alarm. It's like, it reminds me of that clip that was going around. Like, I don't know. I share so many like funny cat videos with Steve. They tend to come up pretty frequently. And there was one where there was a cat out in the backyard next to the pool. The husband sneezed and it scared the cat and jumped in the pool. And you heard the wife going, nice, Ron. And then you heard him start saying, it's like, what? I can't even sneeze now? Yeah, I can do that for sure. All right, light aqua. Okay, almost done. I almost put that like on as a lid. All right, let's grab the cherry red. Okay. And then let's just use salmon. Yeah, I had a bit of a sleep in this morning, but you know, cooked a lot yesterday. I was very tired. Let's just use our gold gel pen here. We'll leave the little antennae black, and then the little I just love how low-key these pages are, you know? Like, sure, I did a background on the other one. Do I feel a strong need to do a background on this one? Absolutely not. So am I going to? Absolutely not. You're just gonna let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yo, copyright. All right, welcome back, Emily. Just in time for the final reveal of our little turtle. Hang on, I'll put on some chapstick. It's so cute. I don't know that I did, Ev. I haven't been on social media a ton today. Mostly because I was working on, so if you missed it earlier, this is gonna be the free download for YouTube members next month. So make sure you get yours downloaded. But yeah, that's all done. Let's just make sure this is dry real quick here before I turn the page. Right, it's super cute. I'm waving it like that's gonna help. It's not that much air. It's so cute though. I like it. A little easy, not turtly enough for the turtle club. Okay, let's see. I do have 2 more of these ones to do. I also have this one that I am mid work in progress on, but I just need to get the rest of the painting done. So I won't make you guys sit through the painting. Oh, you just sent the picture. Hang on, let me see real quick. Man. Oh, I like it, Ev. That's sweet. Or if you wanted, you can make an oval around the image and make a smaller background. Nah, I have to be in the right mood for backgrounds. I don't even know that I want to work on these right now. I might save those for a reel. Let's see. Let's do something low key. Oh my gosh, I shared it. I shared it on my stories on Instagram, and I can't remember the name of the account now. It's somebody that I already follow, but I just spaced it. She did a flip through because she finished World of Flowers. And it was so pretty. And I love that she did like cohesive pages. Like it was almost a theme for both pages. I am too scattered to try and do a theme for both pages. And in fact, let's, hang on, take my headphones out here. Right, the dachshunds are so cute. I'm going to, do I want to switch pencils? No, because then I have to get out another color here. No, we're gonna keep going with these pencils. I'll go switch. Welcome to the inside of my brain. It's back and forth, back and forth. Right, it's so cool. It was impressive. Okay. We could do a truck. When did I do this truck? This was during the live stream with, oh yeah, I got paint on it. That was during the live stream with Claire and my theme is pastels, right? My theme is all the colors. That's what my theme is. There's just so many cute options in these books. Like it's adorable. I thought I was gonna go in order, but I just like all the pages too much. Ooh, let's do one of these. I keep eyeballing these, and these are super cute. We're gonna need to move the pencils this direction so we can slide it over and center it. There we go. Yeah, I like the little boats. Okay, if I zoom in, a bee. There's a bee. I know there's a there's butterfly. Did I miss a bee? I see houses. Oh, cool. I'll have to look at it. Oh, can you ask a question? Sure, ask away. Let's do the top one so I have room for the pencils. Yeah, this one's super cute. Okay, so let's see. Colors for this one. Oh, next page, lots of bugs. We'll probably do the bug pages last. I don't like bugs. Okay, let's see. Do I want to do a theme? If I didn't have 2 JB books I haven't colored in and don't call my name, I would get this book. It seems to, Marilyn, I'm just gonna say, this one's way different than the other ones because it is so, this is the very first book I have even contemplated finishing from beginning to end. Okay, let's do this book in, rather than all the colors, we have a lot of really nice muted colors. Let's see, we got some plants. I think we're gonna go with like greens and browns for this one. Ooh, fun, Jay. How are you liking it? Okay, let's start with natural brown. Okay, da-da-da. Oh yeah, she's good. Wasn't she in the middle of a move or something also? I think she was doing something. Yeah, she just posted a picture with some of her, was it niece and nephew or something? No, she's good. She shares stories and everything every day. All right, so now we're gonna do natural brown. Yeah, she is, yes, yeah. Yeah, so she is a busy girl. All right, so using natural brown now. Oh, fun. Yeah, she's good. Well, we're gonna get boxes after this week and start putting things together. I'm not super thrilled with the idea of packing up boxes, but I mean, we knew we weren't gonna be here forever. It was gonna happen eventually, and I'm gonna take it as a chance to go through stuff, kind of purge a little bit. I mean, there's stuff that we never really unpacked from our last move that's in the garage, and so it's like, okay, we've been here for over 2 years. If we have not touched these boxes in 2 years, we probably don't need the stuff too much. Ah, perfect, Ed. So yeah, I will be going through some unnecessary items, I'm sure. There were some things that like I misplaced. Like I have, you know, a lot of computers these days don't come with CD or DVD readers. And I had a plug-in one, and I, for the life of me, could not find it. And then I found it in the garage the other day. I'm like, oh, okay. So when I go through it, if it's something I've been missing and lamenting, looking or not being able to find, then that's one thing. I believe it. I believe it. So yeah, we'll take it as a time to go through things, and yeah. I'm excited to see where we end up going though. Like I said, ideally it'd be 4 bedrooms, but if we need to live with 3 bedrooms for a while, that's not the end of the world. Ooh, we could do brown and teal for this one. Rather than like green, we could do more bluish green. Those colors look very nice with brown. All right, so that's our first brown. That was natural brown. And then let's go with sienna. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so sienna. Going nice and light at the moment. There we go. Oh my gosh. See, but that's so good. It's just wonderful. I know that we all like live apart, but it's also just amazingly wonderful that we've been able to cultivate these relationships with, you know, people that live across the world or across the country. Okay, let's see. And it's going to be much darker, but we're kind of building things up. So now let's grab dusky pink. Dusky pink. Right, absolutely. Okay, now let's go a little bit darker. Let's grab our natural brown again. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, thankfully we have enough time. Like I said, in my head, like when Steve had meant, like when you talked about it, for some reason I had put it in my head that we were moving like middle of December, like out of the house middle of December. But we were talking about it last night. He's like, what do you mean? I was just like, well, yeah, we're not, because we were talking about whether or not to put up the tree. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to be leaving. He's like, yeah, not till after Christmas. I'm like, wait, what? What part of conversation did I miss? I apparently just didn't retain information. Anyway, needless to say, I was clearly very confused. And so he let me know what the plan was, or probably let me know again. Right, Ev? Oh no, I feel you on that one. There we go. But it'll be nice. We can start the new year off right. But because we are moving near the end, I'm definitely going to need to, you know, obviously we'll know where we're going to that point. So I'll need to make sure that I get the kids set up with their new schools by then too. Oh, absolutely, Shannon. I can almost guarantee you that's what I did. Hi, Leslie. Gotta get moving, gotta get on. Yeah, I'm over here thinking like, all right, how many boxes do we need? Who do we want to rent for the truck? How are we gonna move the cats? Like, my mind goes 1,000 miles a minute when I'm just like, we got all the things to do. And yeah, and I just end up being like a crazy person, but it's cool. Steve knew what he was getting into when he married me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, and we still haven't done family pictures. I think we might try it this weekend, but we just haven't been able to like get out of the house to go do it. But I want to try and get Christmas cards out like ASAP. I just got too much going on in my little head. Only because we don't have the boxes for it, Ev. And to be honest, like, I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to packing boxes. Like, that is the least fun, especially when we're in that strange limbo in between where, you know, we're living out of boxes because we need to have things packed, but we're not leaving yet. Like, I am not looking forward to that kind of transitional month of December. I think that if I were to choose, I would rather, like, pack really fast. I'm using Sienna Rick, by the way. I would rather pack really fast and get over there than have to linger and move stuff around while we're trying to wait until it's time for us to go. Because since it is not in this location, oh, I am, absolutely. Since it's not in this location, and it's a little bit of a drive, I'd rather not have to go back and forth. So I want it to be a situation where, you know, it's one trip down there, like it's not lingering. Okay, let's get Ocean Blue Dark. Ocean Blue Dark. I hate being in that limbo, that's all. Do I want Ocean Blue Dark? No, we're gonna get Dark Turquoise. Nobody likes to be in moving limbo. Where is that? Spruce Green, Nightshade Blue. What's it next to? It's next to like Aqua. Is it this one? Turquoise, there we go. Oh no, absolutely, Ev. There's a lot of toys that we've held on to for a while, but they have clearly moved out of using them. So we're definitely going to be using it as an opportunity to go through a lot of the kids' stuff. Okay, so now we're going to use Dark Turquoise. Yeah, it's going to be a downsizing all around. And I feel like I should downsize my office, but the fact of the matter is all the art supplies that I do have, I use it all on a regular basis, especially when like I have collaborations and stuff. So I don't know that there'll be much downsizing of the items in the office. Maybe if it's just like general clutter, but man, everything sort of has a place in the office. But there's stuff in their rooms that they literally have not played with in like a year. Although every now and then we have days where it's like screen time is off limits because they can get into watching quite a bit of it. And like, okay, we need to take a break, guys. We need to cut this off. So it's those days where they suddenly remember they have all of these toys in their room. And it's just like, well, we're going to have an imagination day where you are required to use your imagination. Every other daily trips to donate stuff. Sometimes that's like cathartic though. Oh, absolutely, Jay. Yeah. We're not planning on having like a garage sale or anything. Anything that they grow out of or whatever, we will be donating. All right, we're gonna need to use the Dark Turquoise again. I want to get it a little bit dark. Actually, before we use Dark Turquoise again, let's get a little bit of what I want to do. Ruby Earth? No. Let's do Deep Rose. The only thing that's hard to donate are stuffed animals. Most organizations won't take stuffed animals because they're nearly impossible to clean, which I get. Like, I know, of course, my kids' stuffed animals, they're clean, they come from a non-smoking home, all that kind of stuff. But because of the allergens that can get caught up in stuffed animals, most places, Goodwill, whatever else, they don't accept stuffed animals, or if they get them, they automatically get chucked. So we think twice about whether or not, and honestly, if I was to choose anything that my children have that they play with the most, it would be stuffed animals. So stuffed animals will probably mostly stay unless we have like friends that want them. But yeah, stuffed animals are the one kids thing that just does not get donated. which is totally fair, Deborah. Like I would not buy stuffed animals from Goodwill. Like that's just, all right, dark turquoise. And the fact of the matter is there's all those stories that has come out since that like a lot of this stuff from Goodwill, like, I don't know, either gets chucked or whatever else. But yeah, there's a lot of restrictions on stuffed animals. Basically, if it's something that can be, you know, sanitized or Lysoled, you know, obviously plastic things are better, then that's one thing. Yes, yeah, and allergies, absolutely. All right, turquoise green. Thankfully, most of their stuffies, we try not to buy them stuffies that can't be washed. And so their favorite ones that stay on their beds a lot make it usually in like the weekly laundry or whatever else. And normally we don't really let the cats on their beds, mostly because of allergies. But there are times where, you know, like when little Steve wasn't feeling well, Isis, our older cat, she would go and sit on his bed just because she likes snuggling with him. And she's a good little mama kitty and takes care of her little humans. But consequently, we change the sheets more frequently because she's very furry. Let's see. No, it's fine. Yeah, hair, dander, all of that can linger. In fact, the only real way to truly, I'm using mallard green, to truly clean a stuffed animal, like let's say you have one that you want to gift to a relative or a friend or whatever else, the best way to truly clean a stuffed animal is to open up one of the seams, remove all of the acrylic stuffing that's in there, wash the stuffed animal casing, and then restuff it with brand new stuffing and stitch it back up again. That is easily the best way to make sure that they are completely clean. There was this stuffed animal that I saw that somebody posted, and they're like, oh, watch me, you know, clean up this vintage stuffed animal I had when I was a kid. And of course they show it, and it's just filthy. Let's see, dark turquoise. There's there. Anyway, it's just filthy. And you see her cleaning it, and of course she puts it in the water and it loses like a lot of the darkness, but it's still dingy. And all she did was wash it by hand in a sink of water. I'm like, okay, if that stuffed animal is looking as gross as that is, and it's at least 20 years old, you really need to be taking it apart, replacing the stuffing, like put new stuff in there. Like, I don't think she was aware of how much can get, I mean, and not to mention if it's a favorite of your childhood, I mean, odds are that kid's toting it everywhere, especially if it's a favorite, you know? We've definitely had to retire some stuffed animals. Little Emily had a stuffed animal from my, well, not even a stuffed animal, it was a doll from my childhood. It was one of those American Girl dolls. I had Kirsten. Hi, Maylin, how are you? I had one of the original Kirstens. They actually don't even sell Kirsten anymore. I think they brought them back for like an anniversary kind of thing. But anyway, Kirsten was well played with when little Emily was little, and her leg is not exactly, it's literally hanging by a thread at this point. Oh no, it has no fur anymore. I just inherited a room in the house for a craft room. It's a fur-free zone. No kitties allowed. They're having a hard time with limits, right? Oh, that would be Paul. Absolutely. I mean, you see how much he wants to be in here when we've got stuff going on. He's just like, so there's a party and I'm not invited. All right, warm gray. No, that's Paul. Absolutely. He does not like being kept out of where the stuff is around. Oh my gosh, seriously? That's not creepy at all. The kids have like little drones. All right, Van Dyke Brown, but not any of the big ones. They will, yes, they will. But it's more of a, is it worth it to send it all in kind of thing. You head to bed? All right, love you. Hi, chat. All right, good night, buddy. You want to say good night to chat? Night, chat. All right, go get some sleep. You want to take Annie out with you? You know what? It's fine. She can stay. She's clearly comfy. Oh, they all say goodnight, guys. They just yelled goodnight down the hallway. Yeah, they do that. Because it definitely, she still has all of her original, I don't know, I call it a wig because they can change. Those dolls are all very interchangeable. So I could definitely send her in for sure. I just don't know how much it costs. He's tired, that's all. They played outside today. He's actually feeling a lot better. He hasn't had a fever in ages. He kept getting like a 102 fever, like a lot. And we're like, what is going on? Turns out he had a double ear infection. So, you know, that'll do that. But no, tonight he's just tired because they went out front and played because the weather is finally cool enough in Texas that we can do that. And they ran around quite a bit. Not to mention you add that with a full belly of Thanksgiving leftovers. And that makes for a very sleepy little boy. So they are off to bed. All right, I'm just using the blender here to darken things up a bit. There we go. Nice and blue. I feel like I want to make this side a little bit darker though. Let's put, well here, look Ev, I'm putting my pencils back. I know, right? And it was just like we had taken him back and forth. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna have you guys sit through all of the details, but basically in that week, he had new symptoms popped up that required seeing doctor. We're like, this one's not quite, it was a big, there were some very long nights and everything. And so, yeah. And then we were like, okay, well, this fever isn't going away. So we took him back in and they're like, oh yeah, so here's some antibiotics. And I'm like, oh, go figure. And then by the next day, the fever was pretty much gone and he was feeling so much more himself. So yeah, I try not to do antibiotics unless we're like positive that, you know, they've got something going on. Like the doctor kind of suspected strep, but it wasn't confirmed yet. And she's like, well, we could start him on an antibiotic. I'm like, but if it's not strep and we start him on an antibiotic, like needlessly, like I'd rather do this. But then when we were like, okay, well, his fever's not going away. And they're like, okay, yeah, so double ear infection. I'm like, okay, yes, we will do antibiotics. So yeah, he is feeling much better. He finished, they also had some eardrops for him and he finished those today. So it was just nice to see him get back to himself, which they don't actually get ear infections all that often. I think I can count on one hand how many each of them have had. But it wouldn't have been surprising if he had got strep because like his whole class was out sick. And I spoke to one of the moms today, one of little Steve's best friends, and he was out with strep. So it's like, huh, okay then. Guess that's what's going on. Well, yeah, gotta take care of you. How much he loves you, and is it like as a, I'm sure friend also, but as an employee. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Let's get another purple. Let's see, that one went here. Okay. Purple, but just cross my fingers. We stay healthy for a while because I gotta be honest, I'm kind of tired of being sick. That whole throat thing I had a couple weeks ago was not fun. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. So if I can get through this move, I'll be a happy camper. Through antibiotics and everything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm just very, you know, I'm not one of those like moms that are like, oh, don't give my kid vaccines and all that. Like, no, that stuff is all good. But unnecessary antibiotics because you suspect maybe that's something different because that can cause a whole other slew of issues. So I'm never one to just be like, oh, medicine for my kid? Okay, I'm going to stop and think about it a little bit. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh my gosh, I had to have my tonsils and adenoids out. Gosh, you guys, most of you were here for that. When was that? I was what, 35? Also, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. That was terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's use light aqua. Exactly, yeah. So unless something comes back positive or if it's very clear, like the ear infection, then we tend to not do them if they don't need them. And part of it is building up immunities. Part of the reason we're sick a lot is because COVID went down, and it was at an age when it went down that little Steve would have been naturally exposed to a lot more germs and stuff that his body would have, you know, learned to fight off. But we were so isolated for so long, it took us a little bit to kind of get back in the rhythm of where his immunity should be at for his age. Let's see, let's do Ocean Blue Dark. Oh yeah, yeah. I had some friends who had to have that done with their kiddos because they just had recurrent ear infections. Go. Okay, and then let's go back to turquoise green. There we go. And we're gonna use our blender. Yeah, but maybe you were one of the ones, because I think at this point, like, unless you're fully isolated, I think there was probably, odds are, you know, we've been exposed at some point. But like, I have a friend who worked in, let's see, Mallard Green? Is that what it was? No, we're gonna get Ocean Blue Dark again. She works in a grade school, and she never isolated. She stopped wearing masks as soon as possible. Not saying this is the same for everyone, absolutely. In her particular case, though, she didn't isolate. She didn't wear masks more than needed. She worked at a grade school, and she hasn't really experienced COVID the way that a lot of us have experienced it. I think she's one of the lucky ones where it's what's the word? Where they don't experience, like they have it, but they're not symptomatic. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, considering that she's been around so many kids, I wouldn't doubt if she just had really good immunities. Not that I am a scientist for COVID or whatsoever, and I know it's a hot topic, but I was always just really surprised with her that she never actually got sick. Asymptomatic. Thank you, Bird Lady. I knew that was the word. Nice. How many both got COVID on their birthdays and they still have it? So no, yeah. Oh, thanks, Callie, and hello. I couldn't think of the word for it. I was like, it's a no symptoms, non-symptomatic superhero. I don't even know. Okay, let's use a little bit of purple. Let's do deep rose. Well, when Steve was on one of his trips, I don't think I talked about it much when it was happening, but he ended up getting COVID while he was gone, and he had to extend his trip because I was just like, can you please not come home until you're better? I really, really don't want COVID unless we have to. So he ended up staying for longer, and it worked out well. We all, you know, knock on wood, ended up fine. So it's like, all right. Okay, let's use Heather. Go. Let's use a blender. Well, and I don't feel like, now that there are, oh, I forgot this one up here. Now that there's treatments for it and everything, I feel about the same about COVID as I do the flu. It's just not as huge of a concern for me. Oh, speaking of which, though, if you live in the US, I'm pretty sure USPS opened up and they're sending out, if you have an address that qualifies for it, they're sending out free tests again. So if you have not checked USPS's website and you would like to get your hands on some tests to keep at home, yeah, I think they're sending that out. Oof, yeah, that was scary. Well, this thing needs new batteries. What kind of, oh, it needs to be charged. That's right, I didn't dig out the cord for it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think I've ever charged this. It like lives forever. I have the cord though, I just need to charge it. Yeah, I was pretty freaked out when it happened because I did not want to end up in the hospital again. But thankfully now there's treatments and everything. So it's not, we still wear masks when we go to the doctors just because it does make me feel better, COVID or not. Like, I have a history. I'm going to get whatever I'm near. My immunities are terrible. Yeah, Shannon, you guys have like gotten hit with the whammy quite a few times. Oh my goodness. Okay, curtains. For the curtains, let's see. What do I want to do? I do turquoise green and mallard green, I think is what I want to do for it. You got yours? Awesome. Yeah, one of my friends had shared, said, oh, hey, USPS, open it up. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And for whatever reason, my address was eligible for 2 orders of tests. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just want to, it's just nice to have them on hand. Saves you having to go to the doctor and everything. to taste of smoke. Oh, interesting, Fork. And hi. But see, that's awesome, though, if you've made it through. We thankfully, the time that I had it, it was when COVID was coming back around in 2022. So it would have been not this past January, but the January before. And thankfully, we all got it at the same time. So we were able to all just like ride it out together. So yeah, not as terrible. You might be. Shit. Wait, so that's like one of your long COVID symptoms is that you're constantly like smelling smoke and soap? That's right, Ev, you did. You're one of the early ones. The funny thing is I remember having a conversation, like I'm not one to say that I don't get paranoid about stuff. I totally do. And I remember when COVID got, they started talking about it because people were getting sick in, over in other countries. And I specifically remember asking Steve, I was like, hey, this has been on the news a little bit more. Do you think it's anything we need to be worried about? And he's like, oh no, it's all the way over there. It'll be fine. 3 years later, it wasn't fine. The world is on fire. Oh my gosh. Before it even existed. Wait, did they even, well, I guess, yeah, because it originally, they called it COVID-19 originally. So how were they able to know that he had it in 2019? Did he lose his sense of taste? Really, Fork? Oh my gosh, I know, right, Bird Lady? Seriously. All right, we're using Arctic now. Like, oh, okay. Guess it was a big deal. Oh my gosh. We would decorate the weekend before Christmas. The weekend before, really? I mean, I guess, any other holidays, I don't necessarily decorate the whole month. Oh, but they didn't know. Oh, he lost his sense of taste, but didn't know what it was. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I know when I was like 3, Mom tells me if I didn't get to the hospital, I did what I do. Oh, see, that's so scary. Because you had the antibiotics, yeah. The December before it came out, see? And I've talked about this all on stream, especially when it was all going down, but I think a lot of in the beginning, they didn't have treatments for it. So that made it extra scary. Let's see, I want to go ocean blue dark. That's part of the reason, or no, wait, do I want dark indigo? Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking. No, ocean blue dark. For those of you that were here around that time, I had meningitis real bad. And that was like a super scary time in the hospital. And obviously I came out fine, but that was only a few months before COVID went down. And so then, all the stories were coming out and like people were not making it and it was all this terrible stuff. And it definitely sent me into a panic because, I mean, the whole meningitis thing was a bit of a trauma. And so I had a bit of a trauma response to it. And I was definitely one of those ones that was just like, I can't do this. I cannot chance going to the hospital again. And they didn't have any treatments for it. So it was super scary. So yeah, I was definitely a tad on edge when it was all happening. Because yeah, hospitalized illness, no fun at all. Yeah, talking about how sick he was. He couldn't taste anything. They chalked it up to bronchitis. Well, I mean, to be fair, like before COVID ever existed, if you couldn't taste anything, it was because, it was sinus or something. Because I've definitely been sick before where I lost my sense of taste because, my sinuses were all messed up. Oh, I know it. It's almost 2024. Surgery for my ear, then due to COVID, they canceled. Yeah, they never called back? Did you ever try to get like rescheduled for yourself? Or wait, are you in the US? Well, you don't have to say, but I know that not every medical situation is the same around the world. Let's do purple. I was sick for 3 weeks. I've been honestly thought I wasn't going to make it. The doctor said it's just flu virus going around. Interesting. For every 8 months, only lasted a few. Well, yours only lasted for a few months. My sister definitely, I'm using purple now, definitely had the lack of taste on hers. But no, thankfully mine just translated as a really bad throat issues, which isn't surprising because like we all know how much I had that issue. And at the time I didn't have my tonsils out yet. So let's see what I want to do for behind here. We could just do a darker color like it's showing the wall of it. Or we could do another kind of mirrored curtains so it's showing like on the other side of it. Really? Right? I know that's the most crazy thing about it is how differently everyone experiences it. Like it's no like textbook symptoms are the same. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to do it on the same side here. I'm just very lightly sketching in similar curtains because if you were looking in, you wouldn't see the exact same curtains. You'd probably just see one of them. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And let's see, do I want to use an ink pen to make it the same? Where are my multi-liners drawer? Hang on. I have a drawer that's multi-liners on it. I pulled it out for some reason. I have one drawer that's not, oh wait, no, that's the white one. I'm just not reading it. Oh, there it is. I was looking right at it. Oh my gosh. Being terrified of me being outside. Oh, see, yeah, there you go. Well, and I mean, if you had autoimmune condition, like it was scary. Like I didn't blame anyone for, you know, masking up and not going out. Like I did the exact same thing. We wiped down our groceries for a solid year. Okay, so this is, I'm using this Copic multiliner because it has the smallest point of all the multiliners I have. It's a 0.0, there we go, 0.03. Yeah, there it is. Shannon, do you want to grab a link for these? I don't know if I have them listed below, but it's just Copic multiliner is what it's called. Yeah, I think that's, I could do, no, that's good enough. That's good enough. And I'll just make that one darker than this one. What is everyone coloring? That's a good question. Did just order the spiral bound version of the Small Victories book. Oh, interesting. Fork, let me know how you like it. Yeah, bronchitis is rough. Absolutely. Okay. So if we're gonna go darker then, let's use our Ocean Blue Dark. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, the Copic multiliners, I really like them. Color and Fragile World by Kirby. Ooh, absolutely you should, Fork. That's a good book. All right, so we're gonna go darker here because they are gonna be more in shadow. Just little tiny details to add, that's all. Okay, and then let's use Ocean Blue Dark, and then let's use Dark Turquoise. Ooh, Flower Snail and Small Victories, nice. I ain't coloring Jack Squat. Well, I mean, I don't know if Jack Squat was wearing a t-shirt with, you know, black and white lines, you might. But want to work on my mini houses. Ooh, those are fun. In Voyage, nice. But alas. Nah, that's fair. Let's get black. Oh, I haven't been working in anything other than this book, like at all. I will say though, I've been putting up more, where did my little, oh, it's right there. I've been putting up more reel videos on Instagram. And I don't know if it's just hype about Small Victories because it's new or the fact that I've been posting almost daily. My follower base has jumped up like a lot. Like I know I made a story post a few weeks ago about how I hit 19. And now I'm up to 19.3 thousand in that time. So it's like, I was telling Steve, I was like, I know it's, if I treat it like I would treat any 9-to-5 job, I could probably set it up so that I could post that much. The hard part is like A, coming up with original content to post, B, making sure that I have time to edit, because it's like I don't want to do quantity over quality. Like it's going to be better content in general if I just post better content. But ooh, Pablo pencils, nice. So I avoid like the play. Right, absolutely. Whole set of Ahoo markers. Oh, Maylin, that sounds so fun. Ooh, nice fork. Vintage strawberry shortcake Christmas pages. That's adorable. Yeah, that's right. The Sarah Richter book. That's amazing. So yeah, it's more of me trying to figure out what's sustainable for posting. Okay, deep rose. That's those little straps on the sashes. There we go. See, now we can see out the other side. So if I do decide to add a background on this one, then I can make it shine through there. Now, of course, we've got these slats here. So let's use Van Dyke Brown. Now, here's my question, because I don't think we're going to finish this boat tonight. Do you guys want to keep working on this boat page together, or do you want to do something different for our next stream? I'll put up a poll, because I know we kind of started it on this stream. Okay, so start a poll. Okay, next time, ... Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Hold up. Okay, next time, ... Okay, boat page. There we go. Something new. All right. Add your vote. Not terrible, but I honestly don't like their user interface for like posting music and stuff. I find Instagram so much easier to navigate. Like lately I've been posting, like I have videos I've been posting to Instagram, but it's like, I hate having to find brand new music when I go over to TikTok. So like of the last 6 videos I've posted, I've only posted like 3 of them over on TikTok. It's not bad. I think I'm up to like 4,300 on TikTok. So my goal would be to hit 10,000 on TikTok, only because then things can get monetized over there. But I guess I just don't feel as motivated over there. I don't know. That's why sometimes I won't post up to YouTube Shorts either, which already is getting monetized. It just doesn't get much traction over on YouTube. And again, I have to come up with different music because YouTube is so particular about copyrights. Let's see. Oh, no. Wait, Shannon, about Ev's or mine? I mean that in the nicest way possible. I'm sorry. All right, brown ochre, I'm sorry. You know, it's hard though, just because of the, like, you have to do videos over there. Yeah, I'm definitely, when I curate the content that I'm making, I make it for Instagram. I don't make it for TikTok or for YouTube Shorts. It's like, oh, well, I guess I can post it here too. To be fair, I had a particular video clip when I was doing the page from Christine Karen's book with the pan pastels that Ev sent. Like that just kind of went nuts for whatever reason. I don't understand the algorithm over there. Shit. I get 200K, I can do lives and sell crap. I mean, my wonderful merchandise. It is. So like in the gaming realm, Allison, like I have a friend who does gaming stuff, and like TikTok short, or not TikTok, but YouTube Shorts is where it's at for like gaming content. But like for whatever reason, it is just art content, or at least the pickup of mine is just non-existent over here. You have to hit, to make money on TikTok at 1,000, you have to go live. and then people can donate there. But to have your TikToks themselves be monetized, sorry, I'm looking away because I'm trying to think. Have TikTok videos themselves be monetized, you have to be at 10K. But if you do lives after 1,000, then I think they can, because I looked it up when you and I talked about it. I think people can donate and send like however the gifts work over there. But yeah, that's at 1K. So if I went live over there, I could, but you're my people. I want to go live over here. Like I tried going live once over on Instagram. Now, of course, I go and do Suzanne's and everything, but I gotta tell you, like, I don't generally get too nervous going live because I do it with you guys all the time. I'm using natural brown because I do it with you guys all the time, but for whatever reason, like, I was just uncomfortable over there. I don't know, like, you guys are here. Be sketchy. Over here, I have you guys. I have my people. I feel like we're just going to hang out, but I went live over there. I saw a few familiar faces, but it was just kind of new people. And I was like, I was so awkward like that. Why, you better believe I did not save. I did set up a storefront. Yeah. Yeah, because I have it linked in the, like the link in bio kind of thing. I have a link for that in the link in bio so I can send people over there if need be. But yeah, I don't know. I just was not as relaxed over on Instagram as I am over here. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I should be a little less relaxed over here. Like, let me tell you guys about this massive sneeze I had and what occurred therein. I don't know. I'm probably just way too comfortable with you guys, but I take that as a good thing, I feel like it's more real, I suppose, more personable. Because I totally never burst into tears when I'm live. Nope. Never do that. Never, never, never. It's cool. Yeah. I don't know. Going live is just, I got my programs. Because that's the other thing is when you go live on Instagram or on TikTok, you just do it with your phone. I'm like, no, I want to do it on my computer. You're my live people over here. Hi, Ronnie. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could just be that I haven't quite figured out. That's the thing too. Another reason that might get me to post, continuing to post like on a every other day or daily basis over on Instagram, because the fact of the matter is the algorithm rewards you if you post frequently. But I just think that's stupid because not everybody can do that. And honestly, I don't think that it facilitates a healthy relationship with social media. I feel like that there needs to be some boundaries. And if Instagram's saying, well, look, here's the deal. If you don't post daily or every other day, we're only going to show this post to about, 50 of your followers. And you're like, oh, thanks, Instagram. I was in Worlds of Wonder and I still have to color much today. You think it's worth the money? Absolutely, Vicky. Oh my gosh. Hands down, I will enable completely about this book. I'll be honest, I haven't touched any of the other books since this one's arrived. This is the only book that I've been able to see myself completing fully because it's just, I don't feel the need to complete a whole page when I work on this. So like, I don't know, I may even color the cover of this one. So like I did these two, I'm working on, or I did that one. I'm working on the next page. It's just so much less overwhelming. I mean, I'll be honest, like we did a double page here on stream and that took us like 10 streams, but this is just so much more, it's just not overwhelming and it seems achievable. And it's just like, okay, I'm just going to do this one. And then I'm going to go to a different page because I've realized how short my attention span is and it's so much more friendly for that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab now. What did I use up there? I used, I think, Van Dyke Brown, or maybe a little bit of yellow ochre. No, there's not really any yellow there. I think I used Van Dyke Brown. Let's use a little bit of Venetian Red. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Exactly, it's a small victory. It'll be good for someone who has never, yes, out of every book Johanna has ever released, if you are going to get a friend who has never colored a book, get them this one. Because if I've heard one thing from people who didn't really take to Johanna's illustrations, it's because too many small details, it's too overwhelming, the pages are too big. Yes, absolutely. So I have a gift for a friend of mine that includes this book, a 12 set of pencils, and a pencil sharpener. Because honestly, if I didn't do, like, because obviously for YouTube and videos, like, I need more art supplies to show you guys. But if I had never colored, I would be over the moon about just 12 pencils and this book. Like, I feel like this makes it so much more approachable. You don't feel like, that's why sometimes, like, that turtle, I didn't do a background, like, at all. Like, I didn't feel the strong urge to. I filled that one in. Okay, cool. Let's go fill in another one kind of thing. So don't feel the need to finish page, just finish small pictures, hence the small victories. Yes, exactly. Which is why, even though I want to finish the book, my initial plan was to do it page by page, but I think I'm going to jump around. I seem to be much more comfortable with just jumping around the page. But, oh yes, 100%. If you are wanting to get someone into coloring who has never colored, this book. Absolutely. Without a doubt, no hesitancy. Like, this was just brilliant. I'll be really curious to see what her idea is for her next book. And just as someone who likes, like, spreadsheets and analytics, I would be really curious to see the sales figures between all of her books. Now, granted, you know, back when Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest came out, like, there was so much hype over adult coloring by itself. So I think that helped to boost quite a bit of sales. But if you take into account, you know, maybe the sales of her last 3 books in comparison to this one. Nice, Patty. Hello, exactly. Yeah, Ronnie, exactly. You don't feel like, oh, I never finished that one, or I'm using a warm gray, or I need to remember what pencils I used here. It's like, no, absolutely. Like, because if I don't ever go back to a work in progress, part of the reason is because I don't remember what pencils I used, and I don't want to spend, you know, an hour trying to match colors. Like, I'm not doing it. That, like I said, that flip through of that girl that I posted on my stories, I was so impressed because her pages were so cohesive all the way through. Let's use that Venetian red again. Because she had, like, color schemes on each of her books. But I'm not really doing that with any of mine because I don't have the attention span or focus to do a cohesive color scheme throughout all of them. I'm kind of just coloring whatever I want for each little section. And it just, yeah, it just makes it's just so much less overwhelming. It just makes it more approachable. It was genius on her part. Like, yeah. I know some people were like a little shocked because of the size, but because it's smaller pictures, like, it's fantastic. Now, because I'm planning on finishing these from beginning to end, I put tracing paper. Oh, there's the bees on that one. I put tracing paper in between each of the pages so that I don't get any color transfer, so that I can successfully color each page. But yeah, it's just much more approachable. Not as intimidating, I think is the word I'm looking for. Sip of water here. Oh my gosh, that last hour just flew by, didn't it? All right, Maylin. Yeah, so I have a copy for each of the kids and then a copy for my friend, and I will probably order another copy for myself at some point. Well, I'm excited. I did end up filming some parts of that chessboard that I'm making. So I'm waiting for some of the chess pieces to cure a little bit. And then I'm trying to find, I know it's not gold leaf, but I had a package of something. And in it came this little package of, I'd call it copper leaf. It's got that same kind of filming, like it acts like gold leaf does, like the little filmy papers of it, but it's more of like a coppery color. And gold leaf looks really cool in things with resin. So I want to try, I don't know where it is. I checked all my usual places. I'm really hoping I didn't chuck it for whatever reason. But I want to try putting the gold leaf in it because I have each of the little tiles on the chessboard filled. I want to add some black paint behind the darker ones because it didn't end up being as dark as I wanted before I pour on the rest of the resin. So when I'm ready for that, then I want to add, I think I want to try and do a white. I might need to get some alcohol ink Or I want to look up if I can just use like mix acrylic paint in with the resin. I just don't know if chemically that will make it so that it doesn't set. But I think it's going to look really cool when it's done. I've just been trying to film little bits so that I can try and get a real video out of it. I can show you one of the pieces though. They haven't fully cured. And I think part of the reason is because the chess pieces are like so thick. It's not like I did like walls of it, but I was really surprised the king actually came out really good. I was concerned there might be bubbles in it. But, so this is where we're at with the chessboard. I need to clean up these little green bits that went over, but this just wasn't as dark. I intended on it being as dark as this, but I put alcohol ink in this one. I just didn't do it in this one. So to solve that problem, before I pour on the backing of it, I'm going to put some black acrylic paint. I'm going to paint on these squares. I'm not going to turn it over now because I don't want this to fall out. But this isn't the front of it. The front is under here. So I'm going to add some black paint on top of here. And then I'll probably use the gold leaf mixed in with thinking a white or a clear. I'm not sure. And then on each of the clear tiles is when I'm going to put all of the little Johanna flowers. So I have them in one of the little measuring cups here. So each of these will go on one of the clear tiles. So I used my same laminating sheets that I used for my stickers, and I put it on the front and back because one of the things that I realized is that I couldn't just put the raw paper on there because it would absorb resin. Let's see what I say. Multiple analysis of variance would be interesting to factor in time difficulty. Yes, Patty, I would I would drool over that spreadsheet. Oh my gosh, I would love to look at that. Don't you feel the need to use the same pencils or similar colors on the other smaller images in the same page? It would look immensely cohesive, but I think that I would be stressed trying to do that. So if I'm just relaxing and enjoying it, I just kind of go with whatever. This is the king piece that I poured. It's still a little tacky down at the bottom. And I don't know if it changed consistency because I added the alcohol ink. Again, this is all new to me. But it only had one teeny tiny bubble up at the top. For the most part, it's good to go. So I'm going to let these cure for a few more days before I could do the other pieces, but I really want to hunt down that copper foil. But I am going to let it cure for a little bit longer. But yeah, it's cute and handy. And I'll be excited when it's all done. You're right, the black glitter. Well, the board, I put just mica powders in that one, but this one, it also could be a little bit tacky if maybe I didn't, I might need to redo those pieces if I didn't mix it as thoroughly as I should have. I was a bit chaotic that day. And by a bit, I mean a lot chaotic. You'll notice that this underneath my brown table isn't as dark as it used to be. I always planned on resanding it anyway, just because a lot of like pencil bits were getting pressed into it, and I was like having to edit out like a lot of like speckly pencil spots on here. And I always knew that that was a great thing about this being unfinished is when this got torn up enough, I could just sand it down. Well, I made a little bit of a mess the other day and spilt some resin, and that just sort of sped up the needing to sand the top part of it because it was a little bit messy. So it's a fun little side project, right? Glitter is fun. My goal is to have it done before we move. But I'm giving it a little bit longer to see if it'll cure completely. It's just a little malleable still. And like I said, it could just be that I kind of messed up that one. I'm hoping I won't need to re-pour it though, because I don't want to waste resin. Because I still need to do all of the other pieces for the game as well. I definitely want to come out of this with like a full chess set. I could, except the reason that I did this mainly, instead of like using a finish on it of any kind, I didn't want it glossy. I didn't want it shiny because I actually have a nice wooden desk under this, and I'm not too worried. It's got a nice gloss to it, but when the light hits it, It's just shiny as all get out. So what I got here was just a piece of wood from Lowe's, and I just used a dark stain on it. And so, yeah, my desk is like half an inch higher than it would be normally because I've got this piece of wood on top. So I have a nice wood desk underneath. It just, with the lights, it just glares too bad. So when I take, you know, photos of pictures or books or product or whatever else, I really didn't like the shine from the finish. So, yeah, I wanted it matte. What, Patty? I know that's got to be the name of a product because I don't know anybody that has a unicorn on hand. What? What is that? I'm gonna need an explanation here. I'm really intrigued now. We're gonna do Mars Black. Now that we've used the blender, make it a little bit darker. Left one. Ah, you're right. Wait, what is unicorn spit? Gross. Oh, I totally would miss that, Shannon. Thank you. I haven't really posted a ton about the chess set because there's also a part of me that is like thinking that it's not going to work. Like I would have done it wrong or something. But what is it? Is it like a finish? Is it a type of resin? Is it a stain? Is it something glossy? I mean, because it's unicorn, is it like prismatic? It's a stain. So does the name of it allude to what the color is? Or is it just clear? I feel like I need to Google unicorn spit, but I'm afraid of what the results will be. I need to look it up. I'm scared. I'm too scared to look it up. I'm frightened, Dev. I'm frightened. Oh, they have bright colors. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, I almost didn't put that one away. Can't believe it. I'm going to end stream with my pencils all put away. I think that's going to be a first. All right, warm gray. I'm scared, Ev. I'm scared. Oh, I forgot about the poll. Well, that was no help. It's 50-50 practically. Well, okay, technically the book page won. We could just do what we did last time and finish it up and then move on to something else in the book. Just continuous small victory streams until we finish it. I would not be opposed to that. Creator unit. Oh, the creator unit created for arts and crafts in the seniors facility. Totally safe. Oh, it's a concentrated stain. Okay. I'm afraid to look it up. It's the internet. It's scary. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. It's a concentrate. Okay, I'm looking it up now. Okay, it's called unicorn. Unicorn spit. What a name. Let's see. Original concentrated paint, stain, and glaze all in one. The perfect art medium for the adventurous artist with no harmful plastic. What? Well, that's cool. I might need to look that up. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna bookmark this and I'm gonna look at them later. Can you only get it on their website or can you get it on Amazon? Yes, we will. I was gonna go ahead and leave that boat there and then we can finish the boat next time and then do something else again. We're gonna hop all over. Oh, just take your time. And honestly, the Caran d'Ache blender, game changer. Game changer. Oh my gosh, Ev, look at this. They're all put away. Oh, here, move back. There we go. Look at that. Short of this little stuff that wasn't in the case. Look, see, there's room for more. There's room for more. There's no... What staining wood was made. Oh, I might have to do that. That looks really cool. There's no pencils. Aren't you proud of me yet? Right, Allison? Oh, it's beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, I got the link for it in the description. BT Sky, I mean, maybe it's been a while since I got some of their cases, but they haven't had any updated patterns in a while. And so the link will take you to the one for this one. Plus there's 2 other new patterns that I hadn't seen before. I don't know how new they are, but yeah, I really like it. It's probably my favorite case. And the other 2 are really nice too. I was tempted just to get the other 2 cases just for future pencils, but I was like, I can't justify it if there's nothing to put in them yet, especially when we're moving. I don't need to be moving more stuff that I'm not using. Yes, that was me exactly. I don't need 2 other cases right now. This one holds 120. I don't need 2 other new cases right now. Most of my pencils have, I'm sure I could probably find a use for them, but they're so pretty. But like, this is my case for my Ergosofts. This is my case for my backup Ergosofts. And this is a case for my backup. And actually, I don't have that many Well, no, I don't have that many Ergosofts. But still, I'm like, I could probably find a reason, but it's more of a, I don't need to. I'll just put them on my Christmas wish list for Steve. All right, let's go ahead and get logged in for words. And I'll grab our link. Okay, we're going to pause the music. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Have you come to help us with words on stream?
No.
Boo. All right, let's go to our games. It's over there. Is that the right link? Yes. For a 76 case or for the set? Oh my gosh, Allison, yes. Part of it is I get them for the pencil safety. When I first got the Polychromos, I dumped them out of their trays at least 3 times. At least 3 times for before I got the case. I was like, yeah, we need to get a case for this. I can't be trusted. All right, so I think we're good. So let's go ahead and start. If you've never played this with us before, it's just a fun word game. Scores like Scrabble. And you just put in your guesses in chat. So let's see. Oh, do I have the sound up? I don't have the sound up. There we go. Ferment, very nice. Sorry, let's make sure all the settings are set. Okay. Let's see. There's some 3 5-letter words. What are the 5 letters? Okay, what about free? Oh, I've got free. Oh, meter. Yeah. Oh, the other meter. Totally piggybacked off that one, Aspie. Oh, what about? Aha, enter. All right, let's see. FM, let's see. One of those is at least gonna start with a T. Did we get tree? I don't think we've gotten tree yet. Oh no, I'm still locked out. Okay, tree. There we go. Okay, so the last, and there we go. Look at this, cleared the board. All right, on we go. I see harm. Let's see. What is that? That is hard time. Oh, mural. Oh, harmful. Oh, that makes sense. I found harm, but not harmful. Mural, perfect. Let's see. Oh, armful. Full arm. Let's see. Can we do haul? We haven't done haul yet. There we go. Furl, marl. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should put this on, here's our little turtle. Fulmar! Yeah, I was close. Let's see, is that centered? I don't even know. Look at my camera. Yoink. There we go. To show we actually, if anybody comes in, they can see that we actually finished something today. There we go. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the camera. I'm sorry. I'm doing too many things. Okay. Ooh, Aspie, number 1, followed closely by Shannon. Sorry, I was distracted. Okay, so there is a fake letter. Stern? Stern Siren? Ooh, I think maybe the R is fake. Yeah, I think the R is fake. So, oh, anyone for tennis? Yeah. Okay, tennis. So, what would the other one be? Stein, is S-T-I-N-E a word? I don't know. We'll try it in a minute. Oh, what about inert? Oh no, the R is fake. The R is fake. Never mind. Okay, what about if we got tins? Okay, oh, rinse. No, the R, dang it. I'm literally telling myself no R. Freaking R. Okay, what about nets? That doesn't have an R in it. Ooh, nice, Aspie. Oh, inset, 10s, 9. There's another. S-E-N-N-I-T? Send it? What is the other one? Oh, that's a word! I just guessed because it was backwards of tennis. Hang on, now I'm curious. All right, dictionary.com. Senate. What does senate mean? Senate means a flat, braided cordage formed by plaiting strands of rope yarn or other fiber using as small stuff from aboard ships. Braided straw or grass used in making hats. Oh gosh, you learn something new every day. My goodness. Skip 3 levels. Very nice. Ev and Aspie, number 1 spots. I have now expanded my vocabulary. Oh. E-X-P-I-R-E-D. Expired. Woot. Okay, so the N is fake. The N is fake. No N. No, now you come to help. Pride, P-R-I-D-E. Or we're P-R-I-E-D, maybe, as in pride apart. I don't know if that's right though. Oh no, it is, okay. Pure, let's see. Deep, very nice. Dire, D-I-R-E. There we go. Let's see. D. Oh, deer. D-E-E-R. Let's see. Ripe. It's all 4-letter words. One of them is going to start with an R. Oh. Ride? Yeah, okay, ride. Okay, so we have drip. 2 more 4-letter words. It wouldn't be pyre, because that wouldn't fit. So probably... Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be the only potty story I swear I'll tell, and it's not actual potty. The kids and I went to a play date at a park, and there was a dad walking by. He had kind of an 80s themed shirt, and all it said on his shirt was pee-pee, poo-poo. YouTube, don't flag me for that one. Little Steve and I, we had a good chuckle because, you know, when you have children, potty humor is a thing. But I pointed at the guy's shirt, I was like, and he's like, he kind of raised his hands like, yeah. Seems like definitely a dad thing to do. Steve, if I got you a shirt that said that, would you wear it? Maybe it's an N, token. Like there was nothing like specific about it. He just wore that. I'm like, well, guess that's a thing. Okay, so toke, which means we need to clear the C and the Q. We'll try toke. Okay, so, oh, Andrew got it, perfect. And hi, Andrew. Okay, so the Q is probably fake. So what about pocket? Rocket, there we go. Okay, ooh, rock. All right, so it's a hidden R, fake Q. Okay, so there's an R. What about rote, R-O-T-E? There we go, Tor, yep, Tor. Perfect. Keto, okay, so we got another C. Cork, C-O-R-K. Perfect. Okay, so then we have T, yep, that one's gonna be T. Okay, so we have a, what?
Wreck.
Yeah. Well, like a rector is in a church. So maybe it's something off that. You looking it up?
A noun that refers to the front of a piece of paper or document.
So specific. Like, how do these words exist? I don't know anybody that uses them in real life. Good job, Aspie. #1 in both. Perfect. Oh, that's a lot of words. Although we're millwork? No, that's not right. Nothing smaller than 5 letters. I feel like it's right here. I should be able to see this. Work. Keep seeing the word work, but maybe work isn't here. I've seen lots of 4-letter ones.
Oh.
What? Oh, silkworm, nice. Okay, so it's a hidden S, fake F. So, and that was, I'm gonna do smirk. Here we go. Smirk, no F. So what about works, W-O-R-K-S? Ah, perfect, Dev. Kilos, milks, very nice. Let's see. Works. Do we do rocks? No. Yeah, rocks? No, there's not an S, never mind.
There is an S in place.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a C. In my head, I knew what I was trying to say. It just didn't come out right. Oh, limos, nice. Oh, what about kilos? Oh, we already got, yeah, Aspie already got kilos. Royals. Isn't royals a word? Oh, I've got it. Ev, you're too fast! Let's see. Swim, no, yeah, swim, no. Moils, okay. Are we gonna get the last one? I'm drawing a blank. Thinking last hits? We should still get skip 3 levels though. Ba-da-bum, skip 3 levels, level 19. If you haven't been here before, our highest level we've gotten to is level 29. Level 29. Let's see. Tripe? That's a word, isn't it? Okay, tripe is a word, so we need to clear the other... Try the... I'm gonna guess that it's probably the V. Let's see, what about... Oh, retire? Okay, so it's not another one. Privet! Privet drive!
These.
Yeah. Okay, so... Maybe tipper? Maybe it's another P? Okay. Oh, I've got trier. Okay. Maybe it's an L, plier? Maybe it's a re or an ER. Oh, Aspie. Aspie, reprint. Okay, printer. Someone could get print. Okay, so it's a hidden N, fake V, nothing smaller than 5 letters. Print. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, inert. Oh, Shannon got something. Okay, perfect. Oh, we only need a couple more. Inept, nice. Niter, perfect. Shannon got Shrine. Enter! Yes. Okay, what else? What else? Re-tip? Repit? I'm just throwing out things now. Ooh, nice, Aspie. Woohoo! All right, next level. Level 20. Aspie, number 1 in total. Computer's not happy right now. Let's see. Prove. I'm gonna try prove. Chelsea. Chelsea got mopes. Very nice. Patty got poems. Okay, so I'm gonna guess the V is fake again. Let's try another. Oh, Aspie got compose. Oh, look at you. All right, so hidden C, fake V. Okay, I got comes. Okay, so if it's a C, Alex got copes. Let's see, Patty got comps. Megan got coops. Steve got scope. See, we're moving along now. Oh, what about scoop? Sweet. Cops, very nice. Okay, oh, moose! Let's see. Gonna be another C. I guess coops would also be co-ops, but it's spelled the same. Compo! All right, we have a 5-letter word. Oh yeah, sorry, 6-letter word. No. Oh, compose. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, but that skipped 3 levels. Gosh, level 20, that's great. All right, level 23. I swear, we are getting better at this. Okay, drive is what I'm gonna try. Not drive, okay, so one of those, isn't it? What about reads? Okay, oh, what about varied? Steve tried varies. Okay, what about diver? Okay, what about drove? Maybe it's an O. Crave, maybe it's a C. Oh, this is hard. Oh, Aspie! Admire. Okay, so fake V, hidden M. Okay, so what about mired? Ooh, what did Steve got? Oh, Steve, you typed too fast. Let's see. What about, let's see, Aspie got aimed. Very nice. Married, is that a thing? Oh, dream. Steve got aired. Hey, why isn't dream? Why didn't that go through? It's a hidden M, right? Try again, dream. Oh, because Shannon already got it. Okay. Okay. Brain's not braining. Brain's not braining. Oh, yeah, that was rough. I swear the O rhymed. We are getting better and better at that game. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think we are doing awesome possum at it. And yes, I did just say awesome possum. All right, let's get this all switched back over. Oh, we need to turn this down. I really need to figure out a more cohesive way to do that. Turn the music back on. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks everyone for being here. We got our little turtle done and we got a jump start on the boats. Where were they? Ah, the boat. So we will continue this one on, what's today? Today's Friday? We'll continue this on Wednesday and then we'll probably finish it during stream. Right? They do. They really do. I swear. Words on Stream has stepped up their game. Yeah, we're just going to keep plugging away with this. I know we've been doing a lot of Johanna Basford, but it's what I like. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, everyone. Have a lovely, wonderful Thanksgiving break weekend if that's the deal for you. Otherwise, just have a great normal weekend. Thank you, everyone, for being here and hanging out with me. And yeah, keep staying awesome. I'll chat with you later. Bye.